Hello again, YouTube. I hope you're all doing well today. So we're going to carry on with more of Find Love or Die Trying. We needed to do the final dates and then make our decisions. That's going to be the plan for today. I hope you're all ready. So without further ado, let's just dive into the game. Episode 5, Third Time's the Charm. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Terra's game together. It was multiplayer now, so we could all play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said, cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying. There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry. It's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait. But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Terra's game. Morning, Sophia. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over, and you'll be able to go back to your regular life soon. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though. Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't been all bad. I did mention that the other people would kill to be in your position. On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough. Probably not. Well, back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today? She wanted me to make Violet a bit envious, didn't she, for the views? So I need to pick Terra. So let's hang out with Terra and see what happens. Man, if I'd known you were going to spend all your dates with Terra indoors, I would have just booked the mansion. But sometimes the best things in life aren't the most expensive ones. Who knew? Just kidding. You ever seen a depressed person who owns an island? Go get her, Tiger. I mean, I'm doing it for the views. The views. I found Terra sleeping on the sofa in the games room. She looked so peaceful. Maybe I'll come back later. Zombies everywhere! Ah! She bolted up suddenly. Crazy dream? No kidding! I dreamed that we all got turned into zombies. Luckily, there's no way that could ever happen. Did you go to bed late? Hell yeah! I spent all night working on the game. And I finished it too. Care to join me in testing it out? I added some new features I'd like you to try. Sure, I'd love to. It looked like the same game I had played before. What am I looking for? You'll see. Oh, we're in the forest again. I started up the game. Moments later, I saw Terra's avatar run up to me. You've made it just in time. The new event is about to start. What's the new event? As if on cue, giant robotic pigeons flew from the sky and started to attack our avatars. Ah! Fight the pigeons. Sure. I ran towards the pigeons, preparing for the fight of a lifetime. Don't worry, I gotcha. Terra pulled out a giant can of pigeon repellent and started blasting away. Okay. Whoa, I think something's bugged. It's not working at all. Guess I gotta fix that. While Terra was laughing at her own mistake, I was being lifted into the sky by the pigeons. I think I'm screwed. Where are these pigeons taking me? I tried to move my avatar, but there was no way to resist the death grip of the robo-pigeon. Don't worry, they're about to fly into the territory of the maple syrup dragon. Okay. It's got some interesting naming going on here. The what? Uh-oh. The screen lit up with a blast of flying maple syrup. I never thought I'd ever say something like that, but here we are. The maple syrup slammed into the pigeons and forcefully stuck their wings together. As a consequence, they started to fall to the ground at breakneck speed. Ah! Save me! I hadn't saved yet! I knew I forgot something. I forgot to add the ability to save. Whoops. That's kind of important, Terra, not gonna lie. I'll have to write that down. As Terra took notes, I rapidly fell to my doom. I'm happy for you, but if you could just, for a minute... My avatar smacked into the ground, pigeon first, and died instantly on impact. Oh man, I had so much stuff. Is there at least a respawn mechanic? I've never died before in this game. Of course. Just hit the retry button. I pressed the button and watched the world around me reset to the village, sans the giant beasts of death. Except now the village seemed 10 times bigger than before. Wait, when did the village get so big? Then it dawned on me. Wait, it's not the village that got big. I got small. I took a more careful look at my avatar. I was a pigeon again. I sighed deeply. At the same time, Terra was giggling like a child. We spent a few more hours testing out the rest of the game's new features. Thankfully, there were no more pigeon Easter eggs. Speaking of this, the pigeon dating sim, you know how they were talking about the pigeon dating sim when we were making her game? And they said it already exists. It does actually exist in real life. It actually exists. I found it on Steam. I found it. Do you want to see me play it? Because it's actually not that expensive. I'll get it. Just let me know in the comments section. Pigeon dating sim, yay or nay? There's one last thing I wanted to test out, if that's okay. Will it end with me getting turned into a pigeon? No. Just come with me. I followed her avatar to the cabin we shared in the woods. When we got there, she turned around, walked up to me, and held out an item I'd never seen before. What's that mean? Oh, damn, girl. She walked up to me and gave me an item called Ring of You're Pretty Cool. Okay. Why is she blushing? I'm scared. What's this? Let me try to explain. I came onto this show with no idea what it was about. Personally, I thought it was stupid at first. But hanging out with you has been so much fun. I never really got to work on my hobbies with anyone till I met you. Honestly, I've never had someone share all my crazy shit with. But you're different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're pretty cool, and I hope we can keep doing this, even after the show is over. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan, Terra. I've got to say, you caught me off guard with this. Yep. Definitely caught off guard. Why is that? You're giving this ring to me. Well, it could be a little misleading. You're not making any sense. We laughed together, then walked back to the mansion with a spring in our step. We played the day away without a care in the world. Well, that's enough gaming for today. You up for a movie date? Sure, what do you want to watch? It's a Hitchcock film. I've always wanted to see it. Is it The Birds? She's obsessed. What's it called? The Birds, yeah. God damn it. I felt a blood vessel in my head pop. This woman is bad for my heart. But she never fails to put a smile on my face. Maybe the pigeon obsession needs to just dial back a tad. Just a little teensy bit. Maybe just let's ease up on that, shall we? After today's date, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. The night was as clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I needed to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. Thought I'd find you here? Why's that? Just a gut feeling, and the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Violet tomorrow, then the final ceremony on the day after. Speaking of which, how was your date today? It was awesome. It was nice. We didn't do anything too crazy, but it didn't have to be. I could tell. It was cute watching you guys. Though, to be honest, I wish your relationship would move along a little faster. This show's not getting any longer, you know. That said, I feel like you two would make a pretty good team in the long run. Okay. You knew that last 3 dates were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last. Damn, I don't think we're thinking that much. Like, come on, calm down. If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company. And it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her hand out to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to the library. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, but also a little unnecessary. Who here is going to read a book? Scarlett is gonna read. She liked reading. Maybe spicy things, I don't know, but she was not reading. She was reading. I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here. I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just a teeny tiny favour. I couldn't help but laugh at her mocking pout. Sure, Kat, it's the least I can do. Great. Alright, to start, I need you to grab me The Princess of Avaranda, 100 easy recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and... I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Sophia. I'll send you a thank you card when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it as more of unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow. Don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before. Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Sophia. See ya, Kat. I guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Sophia. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Oh. Episode 6, Courting Call. I woke up on the floor of the games room. We did not go to bed there. Terra was sleeping on the sofa with one hand still on her game console. We had spent all night playing games and watching movies, like it was our own little sleepover. Pigeon zombies everywhere! Ah! And then she was up. Damn, alright. Imagine having to wake up to that every day. Oh my goodness. Let's hope this insane show never gets to the point where Terra's dreams make sense. Yeah. Oh man, my head's pounding, but I've got no regrets. Me neither. We've got to do this again sometime soon, Sophia. You bet. Is it time for you to go on a date with somebody else now? Yeah, that's just how it is. Alright, have fun. Save some time for gaming with me later, okay? Oh, she could be a good friend though, couldn't she? Even if we don't pick her, like, I think she seems cool. I like her. Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Oh, Damien, it's been a while. Well, look who crawled out of an economy class airplane toilet. And good morning to you too, Damien. Sophia, don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. Well, what can I say? I'm just that good. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Are they demons that are running this place? I've just decided. Maybe they are. He's got demon teeth. Maybe she's a demon, but she's like a nice one. Less evil demon. Just because you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Have some faith in me, sir. Your ratings today need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. What, literally? Please say literally. Axed literally if I'm around when your number's up. I guess we'll find out that out together, won't we? Sharing a brain cell. It's okay. Later. Alright. I'll come back and haunt your ass. Don't you worry, sir. If you do this, I'm coming for you. Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. A murder threat is a little mean. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Violet? It's just this last date, then tomorrow it'll be the final ceremony. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic! Then we'll start filming right away. Good luck, Sophia. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I owe you one. It's time for my last date with Violet. Oh my god. Oh my goodness! I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Ow, hot. I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, Sophia. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, m'lady. Stop, you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah. You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right? I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. Ah, that reminds me, Sophia. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theatre, long walks on the beach, or even something crazy like a paint night. A paint night? What does that mean? Never mind. Never mind. And then we can watch the sunset go down together, and it'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping-pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this'll be touch and go. Oh, don't YOLO it, my bro. Come on. My bro being me. I can call myself bro. It's fine. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. What is that? I don't know, but I hope it's nice. So thank you. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver hair caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Maybe she is an angel. Maybe we're all angels and we've been captured by the demons and tortured for their entertainment. That is another tinfoil hat theory from me, but it's okay. I'm rolling with it. Dig in. I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save that talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Oh, it's an egg roll. I thought it was like an onion. I'm so sorry. I can see now, maybe. Yeah, egg roll. Yeah, sorry. Called it. I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. Oh, what a smooth line. Bit cheesy, but good on ya, virtual me. I hope she appreciates that. That was romantic. That was like something out of her books. You've made this week so special. I feel the same way, Sophia. And there's more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us next. You owe me one, Sophia. Huh? We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theatre on the island. Terra's room. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. I'm not surprised. Terra's pretty territorial about this room from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theatre. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Please never do that ever again. Don't do it. Violet clapped, as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow, then took a look at what movies we had in store. Let's see, we have rom-coms, fantasy medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. Come on, stick on a horror movie. Do it. I'll put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favourite. Would it? I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet with my arm around her. Oh, she's blushing. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with a boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. That sounds kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have fallen asleep, like, bro, I wouldn't be awake through that movie. It takes a lot for a movie to actually grip me and I watch it. Most of the time I fall asleep. I know that's awful and disrespectful, but it's focusing on something for that amount of time. I tend to get too relaxed and then just fall asleep. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced for the whole movie. Good, we won, yes. Me, I was more entranced by her, okay. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. My whole life. Damn, you must not have seen very many movies then. Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't. Just wait right here for a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat? I think you know the sitch. You've got some nerve putting this together at the last minute, but I like that about you. 4. Set up everything they need to paint for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. No rest for you boys. Sorry. Even better, you've got free time for this. Wow. Unpaid overtime. Very cool, Damien. Very cool. And so we started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together. I hope I'm good at painting, because otherwise this is gonna look like ass. But it's the thought that counts, right? This counts, right? What are you painting, Sophia? I'm painting a picture of us watching the movie together. It's the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know. It'd be a shame not to capture it. Oh, what is this? The cheesy lines? Get your Edam here. You're quite the flirt, you know that. But I like that about you. Oh, she's into it. All right. Okay, we're winning. We're winning, boys. Her smile could melt the coldest heart. So, which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy that she loves him. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into her painting. She captured the scene perfectly. I can't even think what movie this is supposed to be. It's a rom-com. I don't watch those. Or like a romance movie. I don't watch them. It's probably something really obvious, and I'll be going and kicking myself when someone is saying, it was actually this movie. How could you not get it? Because I don't watch them. I don't watch them. Sorry. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads and was working from that. I mean, that's a start. You got to start somewhere. Good job. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredibly talented artist. Me, not so much. I'm actually terrible at painting, I will admit that, so true to life. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant that we went to on our first date, so we did. Apparently, she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then, and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world and laughed about the scenes in the movie and our little artsy adventure. Then, finally, we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. Oh, nice, yeah. I don't like sand, but it looks nice. It's pretty. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times, we talked without end. At other times, we enjoyed each other's company and warmth in silence. Oh, she's blushing. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about how the past, the present, and future were so different than before because of each other. You know, Sophia, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. Damn, that is not okay. This is like 7-day fiancé. Ooh. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. Well, I hope these are doing something for the ratings, Damien. Are you watching? You better be. We fell together onto the soft sand of the beach. Will you marry me, Violet? I looked at her and saw the most beautiful smile from the most beautiful girl there was. I know the final ceremony's tomorrow, but I want you to know how I feel. A moment passed. It felt like my heart was trapped in my throat. Of course. I know what I said, Sophia. And then I saw something I'd never seen before and would never see again. The sky outside rapidly turned from bright blue to black, as if it were water being drowned in the darkest ink. We summoned Satan? I don't know. Then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind, as the warmth of the beach sand disappeared in an instant. Please collect the cast. The experiment is complete. The last thing I saw was Violet screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, and I couldn't even see my hands reaching for Violet's, desperately trying to pull her back to me. Then I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. Damn, bro. I screamed, but there was no sound. I couldn't hear anything, not even the sound of the waves. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed for Violet, for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then, nothing. Maybe the aliens took us. Oh no, it's just a creepy laboratory. Very cool, my favorite place. I woke up on an operating table. Oh wow. Okay. Are we gonna have our consciousness taken out and then put into other bodies? I don't know. I'm excited. The kind you'd see in a nightmare. Or my dreams, I don't know. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls. The smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. Alright. There was a table nearby littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Violet, are you there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Sophia. Cat was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Violet's doing just fine. She's just taking a little nap. You mean she's taking a nap, or is she like kind of dead? I don't know, bro. Cat, what's going on? You've got to help me. I was just on my date with Violet when everything went dark and these guys fucking kidnapped us, and... I know, Sophia. I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. Get me out of here. At this point, there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. Oh my god, alright. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I want to get back to my life, whatever it is. Please. Not today, Sophia. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves. A world without time or color. I'm back. This time, it's as if I'm sitting in an audience, watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I had been separated from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe, if anything happened to her. For a moment, the world exploded with color. Always the hero, aren't you, Sophia? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Sophia. Oh, hey, Damien. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. I'm so sorry about the visual effects, guys. Sorry. You know what? You're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up and I think you'd be the perfect fit. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Oh, that's how you want to play? It's on. Ow. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Oh my goodness, are we... Oh, wow. Full circle. Ow, ow, ow. Did you just hit me? What? Me? Never in a million years. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name's... I can't remember my name. Really now? You've got to be joking. I'm dead serious. I can't remember a thing. Who knows? It might be for the better. Luckily, we've got your name on file, Sophia. My name's Kat. It's nice to meet you. You're the star of our new show, Find Love or Die Trying. Let me get you up to speed. Wait. How on earth did I get into this mess? I'm somehow stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere in an insane dating show from hell. Again. From what Kat said, if I'm dead meat if I can't finish this show with a fiancé, or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth, and if they found out, they'd kill us all. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seem nice. Ali's quite something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I've still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it. I'll figure that out later. Terra marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool, but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on. And that's why Sophia is the perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. It's like the bullshit math they show on screen in a movie. Ah, you're late to the party, Sophia. Now that we're all together, it's time to explain the rules of this show. Sophia, one of the 5 lovely women here is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 days over 3 dates with each of them. Then, on the 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you. So, I've got 10 days to save my life. So, without further ado, who do you want to spend time with? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the chance to talk with any of them yet. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as who you want to talk to the most right now. Oh, alright. I guess I'd like to spend today's alone time with... Hold on a second. I forgot to tell you something pretty important. She pulled me aside. This should be far enough. So the girls think you'll be asking any 5 of them for a date. But really, I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but Terra and Violet. Oh god, so I've got to play again? Why's that? Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way. Okay. And you know how important it is to get high ratings, right? I don't really have a choice, do I? Nope. Glad we're on the same page, Sophia. So without further ado, I'd pick Yui then, because Yui's weird. There is something really weird about Yui. We walked back to the girls. Yui. Alright, we'll make it happen. Did I pick wrong, Cat? Is that it? Did I pick the wrong one? The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give way beneath my feet and the wind caress my skin. Green as far as the eye can see, and her in a flowing white dress standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, Sophia. What you doing all the way out here? I was looking for you. That sounds creepy, but I'll say it. I was looking for you, Yui. I was hoping we could spend some time together. Then consider me the luckiest girl in the world. Yui had the cutest giggle, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face. Well, you found me now. Care to join me for a walk? I'd like that. Oh, not the pigeons, please. Put the pigeons away. We've had enough of pigeons. We started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my sisters and the alpacas, and my bunnies, Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Okay. Do you still live there? Yep. Wouldn't have it any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit way back when. You know, that's when I met you. How'd we meet? Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone's in a rush. It's true. If you ever go to London, oh my goodness, everyone's always just like got places to be, no time to just take it a little bit easier, always rushing. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear every building looks the same. You can say that again. I tried to ask people for directions to where I would live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you? Yeah. You didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I've never been so embarrassed in my life. Why were you embarrassed? You know. Shy. Okay. We found out much later that we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault, Sophia. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui. I feel the same way, Sophia. You're just like how I remember. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at a time thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take too long to remove them from the equation. What? We've already removed 2 apparently, but wow. Is she this? She has to be this game's moniker. She's so weird. Sorry, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. Just a little joke. She's even got brown hair. I'm not trusting you, Yui. I had you clocked as like weird from the beginning. I was just saying, I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spent the rest of the day taking in the nature and making up for lost time. Apparently, I was always ending up in trouble back then. I guess not much has changed. Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side, Sophia. I hope so. Oh, it's night time. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. Who'd be coming at this hour? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Sophia. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright, what's up, Kat? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna make myself real comfortable. Kat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Again. I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show. And that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing and making sure that you're doing your best on ratings. That's nice of you. Thanks, Kat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to what I'm here for. Your date today with Yui was a ratings knockout. People can't stop raving about your date with Yui today. I mean, mostly death threats, because they'd want to be in your position, but nice to know that the outside world is safer than here. They're just jealous. Most people would dream of having someone like Yui be their soulmate candidate. Then again, it's no fun if this is just the Yui show. We need more drama, betrayal, romance. Tomorrow, I want you to find who your second soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date instead. I'd rather go on a second date with Yui tomorrow. Honestly, I really don't care about ratings. What I care about is getting more time to spend with Yui. It's only been a day with her and I already can't wait for the next one. I'm glad to hear that, really. And believe me, I know, I saw your whole date. I know you and Yui really hit it off. She sighed. Look. In a perfect world, you'd be able to do just that. But if you do that, the show's ratings won't be high enough. And if ratings aren't high enough, they'll axe the show and your life with it, even if it's not the last day yet. In some messed up way, that almost makes sense. You're quick on the uptake. I'd almost think if it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing date show. Yeah, no. Funny that. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you. It's getting late and we've both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Sophia. Good. She was gone before I had a chance to finish. Guess it's time to call it a night. Are we going to get more dreams, though, now that we've experienced things and we've got a bit more clarity? Like, we're having bits and pieces coming back. The sound of waves. Okay, yeah. Hey. I can hear her call out to me within a dream. It's you. I love you, Sophia. Is it Damien? Like, he spoke like this. Please, that would be so funny. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on this show, they could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know. That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. Why am I talking like I'm possessed now? What the heck? She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? Ah, okay. I reckon Yui's like sussy. In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside the house. Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here I've never even seen before. Really? You've never seen a tulip? Grandma and I only grew hyacinths back home, so nope. Not even on the internet? I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. What do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk and talk? Not really. Is it you? I was like, I don't know, Scarlet. I don't know. I feel like Yui's like giving me weird vibes, but maybe Scarlet's done something like she's in on this whole experiment thing and we've got to pick her so that we're freed from like whatever that creepy lab was. Literally never. It's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Okay. Both my neighbours lost their pet cats the same day, too. I miss you, Fluffy. You sure they were lost? Tea's ready. Thanks, Violet. I got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I have prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea as we theorised what might have happened to Fluffy. Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has had a nasty surprise up their sleeve. Hope you didn't say that too loudly, because Cat will get mad. There you are, Sophia. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your second soulmate candidate. Cat moved in to whisper. Not like you really have a choice, though. So without further ado, Sophia, who's the unlucky girl? Scarlet. I'm going with the science. All right, Scarlet. Scarlet. All right, we'll make it happen. Let's have Sophia start in the mansion and... Ooh, I know where to bring Scarlet. Give us a minute to set up the scene and then go find her. Is she going to be in the creepy lab downstairs and my brain's going to get cut out? Please, no. It didn't take long to find Scarlet. She found me first. She had just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Sophia, thank God you're okay. Oh my God. What's going on, Scarlet? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's really incredible, and I messed up my intro with you earlier and... Whoa. Slow down. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. It's amazing. Okay, yeah, alright. Wow, that's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things, who they are, how they write, anything. The bad thing is... Something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped up from the surprise. Give me brains and bananas. Oh, you gave it a 4, did you? Oh no, dude. Applying too much turns people into rabid monkey zombies, hell-bent on eating human brains. And bananas. Oh, delicious. Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here, and fast. Paul busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Scarlet blasted Four with a white powder covering his face entirely. He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground unconscious. What was that? Let's just say Four's seeing all the bananas he wants now, and we'll leave it at that. Follow me. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Oh, I was afraid you'd ask that. I heard from Terra that you lost your memories, and I wanted to see if I could help you get them back. Okay. So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. Oh, rip. Poor guys. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks. Crazy, but still, thanks. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till we've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Oh shit, we've got to get back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them to zombies too. Haha. Oh, but they were a little bit much, so I locked them in the library. Oh, okay. We're doomed, aren't we? I mean, this should get the ratings up though, right? Yeah. Scarlet and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled despite seeming so put together, but I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back to normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet. I made it after all. Looks like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Brains. Oh look, they're so mad. She hasn't really changed, like her face just looks like that anyway. The gamer look. They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. Oh my gosh, okay. Yikes. This is payback for you guys acing your introductions. I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. You sure that's gonna cure them? I mean, it's gonna stop them maybe permanently, but I suppose that's okay. Again, ratings, this is great. Of course. What does it look like I'm doing? Machine gunning people down in the library, as you do. Something told me Scarlet was enjoying this a little too much. What the hell? I take my eyes off the cameras for 1 second and there's zombies in the house? Not for much longer, promise. We spent the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we delivered the cure. Not quite the first date you expected, huh? You can say that again. It was definitely a first, though. Kat told me to make a date exciting. I had to get your heart racing. I think I did a pretty good job of that. Yes? Question mark? I guess that's technically true, but aren't there easier ways? Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. I think so. I don't know if it's her, though. Is it Yui or is it Scarlet? They've definitely got some weird secrets anyway. I'm okay with this. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Sophia. Got a minute? Let me just make sure Yui and Scarlet see me come in here. Fan some flames. Sorry, what? Kat looked around, smiled, then went into my room. I followed suit. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you and Yui were the main ship, but loved it even more after Scarlet kicked off this competition. I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Between those two, do you have a favourite? Who could it be? I feel like I should pick Yui, but I feel like Scarlet knows something. Yui. Because we have history. But then Scarlet. It's difficult. Scarlet, I guess. Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Scarlet more right now. It's amazing how brilliant she is, and I can't ever quite place her. She's fascinating. Really? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Let's see where things go with her. You'll be hanging out with her again soon enough. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows? You might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Sophia. Well, I didn't really, did I? We just got sucked back into this nightmare. But at least they get another chance, so thanks, Kat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the two of us spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. Terra? It's fun to watch her savor each victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. It's times like these where you wish life could always be this simple. Sometimes in those moments, people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. Fuck you. I love this woman so much. Is it Terra then? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Huh. Unless, like... Ali didn't really give me the impression that she likes video games. I don't know. But we were told not to pick Terra. Come on, game. Anyone else wake up with the world's worst headache? Tell me about it. What did we even do yesterday? Honestly, I can't remember. You don't need to know about it, Yui. Though I did have a dream we were being chased by someone. Oh really? And who was that? I think it was Scarlet. What are the odds of that? I think I dreamed the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you all dream that up? Either way, it was just a dream, huh? Yui used mean glare. It's super effective. Oh yeah, she's mad. Look at her. Angie. Come now, there's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet... I seem to remember you being there too, Sophia. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlett and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. At least, I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. I hope not too. That would be awkward. Very awkward. I found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday. Morning, Sophia. It's time to decide who's your last soulmate candidate. Oh man, I'm going to make a killing from today's bet with 4. The poor guy. He doesn't know you've been rigging the show. What he doesn't know can't hurt him. Anyway, after you make your choice, it'll just be between the 3 soulmate candidates from here on out. Oh, wait just a second. What does that... Thought somebody would ask. So let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make the rest of this show a tropical getaway for you. You'll still be able to see the other girls and live in the mansion, so really, it's no big deal. Terra did a little fist bump. Without further ado, who's the last unlucky girl? It's got to be Terra, because we were talking about video games. It has to be her. Oh no, I've got to pick Allie. God damn it, man. Okay, Allie, I guess. Hi. We'll make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumpy ride. Now be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene, Alright, I guess. How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Sophia. What's the worst that could happen? We die? And then die again? I don't know. Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show where that didn't end up with me being dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh shit. Allie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back up on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh, we started rolling down the hill, faster and faster and faster. Allie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Allie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the roads smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? Yikes, dude. That's definitely a way of looking at it. I mean, throw people in at the deep end, eh? Swim. Just swim, forehead. Just swim. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. Actually, just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Ah, shucks. I feel the same way, Sophia. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. Is it her then? The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. Couldn't say it better than myself. It could be her. Now I'm confused. I'm doubting myself. All of my theories are falling apart. Snap. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why's that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. I'm Sophia and I can't handle a little bump. Ah, help me. Come on, it was a hill. Yeah, yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Ali. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air and did a 360 rotation. Wait, am I spinning or is the world spinning? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, no. I won't let you kill Sophia. What? You're going to wish we had. What just... Yeah, what? What was that? What the hell? You're up. You're okay, Sophia? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? Well, you skated backwards. We're defining skating quite liberally, huh? How did I get here? I carried you here. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back up quick. So I don't think it is her then. It's like, I won't let you kill her. As in, I won't let you kill Sophia. So whoever it is not happy. Is it in fact like Kat? Is she the one that we're supposed to be figuring out? I don't know. The hat is half on, half off. I'm confused. Thanks, Ali. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. Gah, I'm dying. For a moment, Ali was wide-eyed with shock and horror. I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Ali. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Sophia. But promise me not to be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best. But people can't help but do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Ali could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. After today's day, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion. Oh, hey Sophia. Hey Kat, what's up? Let's not waste any time. I've got to get back to editing, and you know what I want to hear. I know Scarlet was your favourite till now, but maybe Ali has shaked things up a bit. I don't know, man. Maybe Ali, I like Ali the most now. I don't know, I still like Scarlet, but it's like I feel like, because we were talking about having someone to do the ordinary stuff, and I feel like maybe Ali's that person. I just say this, get the ratings up. Because it's like we're flip-flopping, indecision. They'll be like, oh my gosh, spicy drama. Yes, we love it. Thumbs up. Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Ali more. She makes every moment exciting, and I just can't get enough of that. I can't wait to see her again. Also, it might, if it is Kat, it might make her trip up and say something because someone was coming in and saying, I won't let you kill her. You really do change your mind like the wind, huh? Yeah, man. What can I say? I'm greedy. Doesn't matter to me though. I'm your producer, not your life coach. Anyway, I've got good news that you might be interested in. What's that? My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings. I'd hope so. We've been really busy. We've been really busy. Which, of course, means the show will go on. That's awesome. So I'm safe now? Just for now. Though we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to make sure the next stretch of the show rates even higher. Oh my goodness. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of the girls you've already dated. Just imagine how much higher our ratings would be if our viewers got to see even more of their favourites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet ad revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking you who you want to have your second first date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Okay, will do. Thanks, Kat. No biggie. I gotta get back to work, so I'll see you later. Night. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the mansion. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. We borrowed a boat and went for a cruise around the island. I love the way the wind feels. Why's that? Feels like freedom. Can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from... She pulled me close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment, time stopped and we were the only 2 people that existed. Doing what I want. I smiled. I'm pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss. I guess you're right. After all, it's hotter if people are watching. We laughed together as we cruised along till the sun went down. The world was ours. The sound of the waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you before I'm taken under? Huh. Oh my gosh, I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? No worries, I'm good. Thanks, Yui. I'm so relieved. Should you not be resting after yesterday? Nah, no need. I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised the both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me, me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but... You should teach us how to rollerblade, Allie. It seems like it'd be fun. Are you sure, Terra? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Allie grabbed Terra's hand and pulled her away. Sometime later... Hey Terra, how was skating? There's no words. I think Allie broke Terra. Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Terra's face as if to check anyone was still there. Terra, you in there? Hey Terra, the internet's back. Guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Wait a minute, I made a new serum the other day that might just be the thing to restore Terra's mind. Just give me a second to administer it. Hold on. Are you talking about the thing that turned everyone to zombies? Well, I just think one field test isn't enough to see if it's botched or not, so why not just... I tried to stop her from administering it, but it was too late. Gah! Oh boy. Brains. Bananas. Guess this one's a bust too. Do you have an antidote? I'll take that as a no then. Just kidding, kidding. I've got it right here. Just give me a moment. Luckily, Terra ended up being okay. I had not thought that Scarlet would be the experimental type, I guess. Just, hey, I've just made this thing, let's try it on people. Doesn't seem particularly nice or legal, but hey ho. We spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Terra. Morning, Sophia. Congrats, you've made it to the 4th day. And you've become the first person to have not one, not two, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who'd have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we'll edit that part out. You should be really, really proud of yourself. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'll leave that for you to guess. Anyway, between your 3 lucky romantic interests, who do you want to spend time with today? Okay, so I say Ali. It says the order of the content is not important. We went with Scarlet. We went with Yui last time, but Yui's at the bottom. Is this like a little subtle thing? I'm going to go with Yui. Maybe I should do Scarlet, actually. I don't know. Start in the middle. Actually, start from the end and then move backwards, right? But the memory thing with Scarlet, I don't know. I might pick Scarlet. Is she going to say something if I say that? I'm going to do it. Scarlet. Huh. If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey Scarlet, you doing okay? Ah, geez. Oh, it's just you, Sophia. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. Don't worry about it. At least you fixed the situation. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV. Which, inadvertently, is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time... Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go, if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least, I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you to a zombie? Fair point. Okay. Behold. There's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now. I made it myself. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I mean, okay. I think you're probably the first person to ever say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Oh yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early, got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. It was my life's work, you know, but now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this? An idiot? I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after all this is over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I'd just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Sophia. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's... Shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine. I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know. And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad, but how to say? I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. Yeah, I know, I got that impression. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all of the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and... I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. Okay. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped, and she never let go of my hand during our walk. Okay. I was feeling a bit restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in hand. Hey there, Sophia, care for a glass or 5? Sure, go on then. I ain't saying no to wine. Sure, I'd love a glass. Now that's what I'm talking about. She handed me a glass and poured until it was full. Whoa, maybe a little too much? What's life without a few risks? Long. Much like your remaining lifespan. Kat filled her glass to the brim and downed it in one go. Damn, girl. She laughed and lightly jabbed at me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chugging down the bottle. You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How okay do you think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Has he really? Oh, wow. Cool. I don't think I should be saying that. Sorry, Sophia. I didn't mean that. It's okay, Kat. No worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why is that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself, Sophia. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Thanks, Sophia. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Cat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look like that bad right now? Good night, Cat. I hurried along. Now hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. Wait a minute. If Cat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. Huh. The two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? The countryside. Yui? Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody, and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. I wish you would have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, though. Her face turned bright red. What? Say that after we're actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet, but not as sweet as you. Okay.